Alright, how's it going? So I'm trying to replace this noisy pump in the 3090 Kingpin hybrid. So I've already taken off the shroud, so let me just show you. There is the culprit right there. Not here. Let me just take this off. It's not the PCB, there's nothing wrong with that. There it is. So you can't see anything because the damage is probably somewhere underneath there where the water is. So we just have to replace this entire thing, unfortunately. But this is an Asetek AIO. You can tell by the ring of teeth. So theoretically, we could just find any other Asetek Gen 6, Gen 5, I think, AIO, stick it on there, and we're good. But things aren't always so easy in life. After you remove the 4 screws on the back to lift off this black adapter plate, you can see that there is a raised square-shaped copper puck that kind of lets it fit into there and make better contact with the GPU. So when we do get around to getting the donor in there, we do have to take off this big copper piece and put it on the new AIO. Okay, so on this big adapter plate, you're gonna see this one big ring of screws. They're attaching to the pump. Almost every Asetek AIO has that. That's kind of one of the clues that gave it away. However, in these on this copper plate, there is going to be that second smaller ring that kind of fuses this copper plate to the pump assembly. There's going to be water under there, and they don't really want you messing around with that, so they've put Torx head screws in there. Let's see if we can focus onto this thing. See, it's like a Star of David shape, you know? So I'm just gonna give it a demonstration. We're gonna find one there. It's really tight, but you can get it off there. Ratcheting screwdriver, and there it goes. Let's just take that off, and now it should just flip right off, right? Oh. Okay, so I drained the system and it smelled bad. That's probably the germicide or whatever. The water was pretty clear. Like, it kind of looked copper colored, but that's normal because it's in copper. But I'm guessing it was just a manufacturer issue. EVGA, their factory or something, was clean. Just the design was just bad. I know, that sucks. I'm guessing that we're gonna get a Gen 6 pump, and huge shout out to Gamers Nexus for at least showing one potential donor here, H150i. You can see it lines up with what we have. Huge shout out. So it looks like the only donors I could find were a few examples like these. Looks like they're variations of the Asetek 670 LS or something like that. These low profile straight out jutting hose pumps, they don't really sell anything like that. So now my plan has to be, if I look straight down, kind of install it with the hoses going this way or this way and cut a hole in this mesh. I mean, I'm not gonna go through this hard plastic. So just cut a hole in here, experiment if it fits, you know, hose clearance length, because I'm trying to route it on the back of my case over here. So alright, so I bought this Asetek 650LX from eBay. Apparently it's like a server Xeon type of cooler, so hopefully it should work. Read one Reddit post about somebody using it with a 2080 Super, 400 watts. Crazy. Well, hoping it'll work, I routed the tubes through this little opening. Had to remove this little grill, routing it down here, and we'll see the pump head. There it is, the original 3090 copper puck, and hopefully all I need to do now is just install the thermal paste and we'll be good to go. And remember, when you're repasting a GPU, you gotta cover the entire thing, because that thing's not a heat spreader, it's the actual die itself. Every single part of that is gonna be making heat, so heads up. Okay, we are back. I installed the 3090 in the Beast. Disclaimer, I had to route the hoses going that ways toward the fan because this hole right here was just too small to let the shell snap back on. So now we're gonna see back here. Alright, those are my two babies. There's a 240 cooling my 9900K, and there's a 650 LX. You can see kinda, if I like go back and forth, the 650 LX is like almost double the thickness of like the regular, like almost like every radiator you see on the market just goes with these like little wimpy little things. Does the job, but if everything was as thick as this 650 LX, man, imagine. And we got like a little Xeon heatsink there just to give it like 3 more watts of cooling. 9900K running at 5 gigahertz, no offset voltage. Let's see, MSI Afterburner running pretty big overclock, but this cooler can handle it, I hope. Let's see, Precision X1, fan 1, fan 2, or fan 1 and fan 3 running the radiator fans. Gonna apply that to make them go on max speed. And then everything looks good. Time to run Time Spy. Okay, I've created this stepwise kind of pattern in the voltage curve. Oop, gotta put the power limit up. Alright, hopefully that remains stable all the way through, but we'll just have to find out. Please work. Alright, our score was 9600. Not sure why it's not saying anything. Sounds pretty, like, why isn't it giving me the average? Like, come on. Well, looks like we were hitting over the 2 gigahertz barrier. I think at one point we hit the 2.1, so probably that area is like an area to focus on, but overall, pretty good in my books. CPU score might have dragged things down a bit, but graphics score, I guess, is pretty good. So yeah, pretty good for a condemned GPU. If you like this video, you were able to fix your 3090 with it, leave a like. Remember, you gotta use a Gen 6 Asetek AIO. If you are in the Austin, Texas area and you want to have a PC of yourself, check out my Facebook Marketplace. I build a lot of stuff. As you can see, I got a lot of spare parts. If you need any help troubleshooting, hit me up as well. So leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you maybe want to see more of this. See ya.